So the question is, with Mike Newell, where's he getting his timing from and the blame? Well, it's obvious. He's been used to petrol engines, hasn't he? Driving them around like that Vauxhall Ashby had. That was petrol. And also this car as well, he was driving past beeping his horn, going beep beep beep, and also what car was that? Petrol. So he's used to a petrol engine, which in other words, they will be used to the symptoms of a petrol engine. Looking at that, really, he's looking at that as a petrol engine, when it's not. It's in fact a diesel engine. Does this engine have any spark plugs in it? Well, let's have a look. Tracy, so I'll ask you another question, yeah? Now, on the left-hand side with the blue background is the glow plug. That's what actually sits in a diesel engine on the cylinder head, yeah? Right, and I can prove that on the cylinder head. What I've got today, the original. That was to that engine, yeah? Now, on the right-hand side, does that picture look like the picture on the left?
No, they're two different pictures.
Right, so obviously because that on the right hand side is a spark plug, but on the left hand side these are what you call glow plugs. Now if you look at the threads on the right hand side are a lot bigger and wider than the one on the left. So that spark plug will nowhere fit into a diesel engine.
No.
But according to Mike Newell, he thinks the Peugeot 307 is a petrol engine. As this video proves it as well, how it catches him out. Just to show you what I mean about the previous owner, about he's put on his comment, right, glad to hear it actually started, but it don't sound so good. Might be the recording itself, good luck getting it sorted out. Now, this were, hang on a minute, I'll show you it. This were video 6.5, and I was called out on a job to do a service, and this car here was it was actually in fact a petrol car. So this is good evidence now to show that with the timing he's going off a petrol car, how the cylinder head at the bottom was all broke and that the spring at the top was actually broke. And this just clarifies that because they're used to the petrol engine, they're used to the symptoms of it, but the diesel engine, it smashes the head completely up when the timing goes. It just takes everything. It's like crumbs. It literally is like crumbs. So there you go. That's actual proof that of what he's put. Glad to hear it actually started. He thinks that that is the Peugeot 307. It's not. It's actually in fact a Nissan Micra. Petrol, 1 litre. So another thing as well I can add towards evidence is he's going off a spark plug symptom. So this is a spark plug, what's actually in a petrol engine. Now there's something about this spark plug, the reason why I picked this picture for. Right, so on this spark plug, around it, you can see it's black, can't you? Right, now that has been firing carbon. Right, so on the original cylinder head, as I took the pictures, I need to find out, anywhere on that cylinder head, looking out for that colour. Right, 2 pictures are up now. Got a close-up of the cylinder head that was left in Mike's kitchen on top of my toolbox, and I put a couple of bags down because literally it was full of oil anyway on the bottom and water and everything else, yeah? But if you take a closer look at actually what it's been burning there, that's carbon, that. And do you know where I can prove that now? Take a look at this picture here. Now, did them two look the same or not? Yeah. Do you know what that classed as? Carbon foiled. For one proof now that there were petrol in that car being burnt. Now looking at some more evidence. Some more evidence as well, which seemed like we're going off the symptoms of a petrol engine, as Mike Newell put it, because he thought it looked timing. Right? Even though diesel engine, and the bit that got found in the turbo, and this is just a picture I took from a spark plug full of carbon, yeah? More proof as well that there's carbon actually in fact on the original parts. There's the spark plug. A picture I took off the internet just as this project so I can show what carbon actually looks like and what petrol symptoms give off. On a diesel engine it's giving off the same, which in fact it was petrol in that car. And there it is in black and white carbon. So them two look the same as well. And that's noted as evidence. Now, you tell me if all them pictures there look the same. I'll tell you what, I'll get Tracy to have a look. So, them pictures there, right, you can see they've obviously got like a brown, whitish colour here, right, which is called carbon, right? And the spark plug in the right hand corner at the top, are they all the same colour?
Yeah, they look it to me, paint.
Yeah. So that's actual signs that he has been running this car on pure petrol with no diesel. Because the only diesel that did get put in the car is by Nick at the time when I sent him, well, you were there at the time, weren't you?
Yeah, sent him to a station.
Sent him to, a fuel station, and he got diesel in them little bottles. And then after that, then I put more diesel into it when it was on Christopher's drive. That's where the contaminated diesels come from, with the petrol mix that he left in that tank. That's official evidence, that. So evidence shows that what I found in that bucket that day when it was coming out, and here's that video on actual proof. See that? Petrol, that is. So the previous owner did put petrol in this car when he went to Asda that day on the 22nd of February 2011. And there's the proof.